Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Indie Impressions. My name is Nick and today we're checking out One Late Night. This is a short horror experience by Black Curtain Studios. This is, we're going in the opposite route of yesterday's video where Paranormal was kind of set up like a fun house where everything is sort of set up to, jump out and scare you and be really, a little bit ham-fisted. I hate to say it, but that's kind of where it was in my opinion anyway. One Late Night is taking a little bit more of a serious approach where we are I believe it said we're a graphic designer who is staying late at their office to get some project done, and all kinds of crazy things are going to happen. At least, I guess they are. That's kind of the framework anyway. I have not actually played this one yet. This is my first time trying it, but I've heard some good things about it. And we're going to just start a new game, and we're not going to actually look at the options because it did something weird last time and crashed, so let's just start fresh. Alright, we've got some sort of strange iPhone hybrid something or other. Viral Connect. I don't think I want to use that messaging service. But Linda says that she will see you soon. Be out later than expected. Not sure when I'll be home. Typical stuff. Kind of everything I just said. That kind of looks like you're staring at someone's crotch, but it ends up just being in between their fingers. I only know this because I played it for 30 seconds a second ago. I know I said I never played it, but I kind of consider that not playing it. I didn't actually play anything. I just turned in a circle. So there's our Flatron LGE weird monitor there that looks like it's got a spider's face on it. And we should be gaining control any moment. There we go. Alright, so how to play. Left mouse button, skip messages, space, quit escape, short sprint shift. And we can hide, so it's got a little bit of that amnesia quality perhaps. Stand close to desks or certain corners while looking at them, press left mouse button and to hide, and then space to exit. Alright, we can handle that. The controls are basically, there's nothing really here to them. It's just left mouse button and shift to sprint and space to exit hiding. Okay, that's fine. So let's get the lay of the lands here. This is our office, I presume. Surprisingly well rendered. Like, this is really high quality looking graphic work. Some very fine detail on the desk here. I mean, this is actually a lot better than you would see in a lot of big budget titles. We can sit down at our desk. Chair actually moves with us. Pretty neat. You can see our tower down on the ground there. Got one of those power strips with very large circular indents, actually. They usually are flush with the top. Whatever. Checking out our desk here. We've got this our coffee cup there. We can do something with our monitor. Oh, we can log in. Alright, we can find a note. Oh, there it is. Username me. And password echelon. Okay. Type help. I usually am not a fan of games that make you navigate DOS, which seems to come up more often than you'd expect. But, sometimes it can be useful. It lends a sense of interactivity to the whole thing. Although I'm betting this is probably more of like a extra, like director's cut behind the scenes kind of thing that you probably aren't expected to have to do. I'm guessing anyway. Let's do ls. List. Well, I don't know what directory we're in. You know what? I don't think I care. We're good. Exit. There we go. We can check out our phone, perhaps. No, can't seem to do anything with that. Got a very old-timey vintage radio. Interesting. Web design for dummies. Dude, you're learning WordPress and web design from those yellow books. I expected more of you. A little sad about those dithered-looking shadows, but, other than that, everything looks lovely. A little android guy over there. Some kind of energy drink, perhaps. Let's, can we stand up? There we go. Wait, so he's got a sitting down animation, but he doesn't have a standing up animation. He just kind of teleport up into the air. Whatever. Not a big deal. I'm just nitpicking, because I like looking around at everything and playing with all the options that we could possibly have. I like that there's this level of interactivity where we can actually open things, mess around with them a little bit. The only thing that I think would go even further that would be even, more interactive is just let us actually pick up and move these objects around. But then again, how that always turns out, we would all just pick up everything and throw it all over the room. It's fairly standard. It's interesting that the power is that little arrow in the corner there. It looks like fly wrench. Alright, so we could probably start moving on out of this little room. Oh, we do have some sort of a project workflow wireframe thing going on here. I'm reading what this site is going to need. What kind of work might it need? I don't think this is probably going to be too relevant to the game. Perhaps not. Still, kind of cool to look at. Semi-fashionable looking jacket there. It looks like the type of thing you don't want to get wet. I don't know, it might be pleather or something. Alright, it's hard to tell. Alright, so we are the end office in this little nook here. Now, can we explore other offices? Uh-oh. That's Robert's office. I don't think we want to go in there. I don't know why. I just got a bad feeling about Robert. Even though I just met him 30 seconds ago. I wonder where he went. One day he's here, suddenly vanishes, and stops coming to work. You know why I had a bad feeling about Robert? Because we chose to actually talk about him. Plus, he's like your office mate, next door neighbor. I don't think... He's probably got some kind of problems. Alright, so we're gonna check out the Untrimmingen's plan. I don't... I guess we're in... I don't know, I just assumed we were in somewhere that speaks English, but that's... I don't know why I would assume that. It's a vacated office here. Let's check out this top area. I don't even have files. Nothing for me to get. I would really enjoy seeing a Silent Hill game presented in this fashion. Almost identical to this, actually. I could really get into that. I mean, they've been very big on, like... Well, in the past, anyway, they were pretty big on minimizing combat. So what better way could you minimize combat? Oh, look at this. Beginning 3D game development with Unity. I believe that would be a shout-out. I believe this is a Unity game. I'm not 100% sure. It didn't have the typical Unity launcher. It has something looking a little bit more professional, like a more standard game launch. But it did have the same graphics level descriptors as the Unity dialog box always does when you start it up, so I think that's kind of funny. Our guy walks really slowly. I know we have a slight, like, semi-sprint, but even that is, like, slightly slower than I would walk at a normal pace. Maybe I walk especially fast, I don't know. This person is not working on anything substantial. Got a little HP laptop in here. Is that a full-size laptop? It almost looks netbookish. Not that that matters. I can actually walk right through this chair, and I can hide. How do I do this? So the prompt came up for a moment, and then it sort of went away. That is a very strange, colorful headrest, by the way. I believe I'm hearing my heart beating in my ear right now, which is usually a bad sign. I feel like I'm more along for the ride for this one. I don't know. I'm doing the whole, you know, dark room thing. It's not completely dark, but it's like quite dim. Got the headphones on. I got the sound up a little higher than I normally have it. I think if I could be scared, the conditions might be right. What is this? Windows... Oh, Windows XZ. Yeah, I get it, like XP. Is that a coat hanger or some kind of thermostat? I don't know what that even is. The water cooler. Hey, we don't have any cups. I'm not even dumping water. Why is there bubbles? I got nothing to talk about. Horse armor. Let's talk about horse armor. Alright, so clearly I was supposed to go get coffee, because that's what you do when you're at an office. You get coffee for hours and hours and hours, and you talk about coffee and how much you want coffee. And then you go and waste time in the bathroom, and then you go get more coffee. Uh-oh. Locked stall. But there's probably nobody in it. I definitely find it a little off-putting that I can still hear my heart beating in my ears. I'm not sure why that's the case. Web.com. They seriously got that domain name? This must be a multi-billion-dollar corporation, then. That's a very fancy-looking magazine holder, by the way. Are you guys getting tired of me just meandering around this office? I feel like they put all this time and effort into designing these interiors. I want to look at all of them. I'm sorry. I don't mean to hold you hostage here. I know you probably want to get to the good stuff. And I don't know what the good stuff even means. It's just like the scary stuff, I guess. Quite a light bloom on that. Interesting. What's in here? Nothing. Nothing at all. I don't know why everyone says that. It's like a Simpsons reference or something. I can't even remember. I know I've heard it before, though. Hang in there. Oh, it's that kitten. That kitten's been on so many walls. Isn't it usually a clothesline, or is it always that? I don't know. Smiley face sticker on the side of that old CRT monitor. Fairly typical stuff. Yeah, this is the old equipment lockup / janitorial closet. Pretty standard. Hey, a banana. And a slightly multicolored apple. No, apples can do that sometimes. What's that other thing in there? Is it a kiwi? Can't quite tell. I would like to pick it up and look, but it doesn't let me. Check out this little meeting room here. This is not a bad office. I mean, if I had to work at an office like this, I wouldn't mind. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't want it to be haunted. At least I presume that's what we're doing. I mean, if we're hiding, I would guess there will be some kind of haunting. And I was also under the impression that the reason we want to be so careful about checking out all these interiors and environments is that this game tries to play with your head a little bit and might move some things around in ways you didn't expect. I think... No, okay. I thought the bowl was missing from underneath the fruit for a second. I think I just didn't see that properly. Was that the door I just closing, making that sound? Hard to tell. So am I actually locked into my office? Because that's not really nice. And you can tell they got a lot of money because they've bought multiple of these like branding sign things to put within eyeshot of each other. I figure you could probably just get away with the one right here. I understand you'd want it next to the door, though. I mean, that just makes sense. But still. You know, I wouldn't have money to burn like that. Well, if I did have money to burn like that, I wouldn't burn it on signs, necessarily. Unless there was, like, a real good reason for it. Yeah, if you ever wanted to grab me with a jump scare, now would be the time. I'm actually very much lulled into complacency here by all of the interiors we've been exploring. Is that the same? Oh no, it's a bunch of bananas this time. Good for you guys. Didn't just reuse the same bowl of fruit. I have to say this is a very professional-looking presentation. Is that the Palmolive Disc Metal Lang? I don't know. Grummy. Alright, I better get back to work. Can we fill her up here? Had enough coffee. You never can have enough coffee. You're working in an office. I thought we went over this. Oh, what do we have? They're Zucritas. Bon Gouter, indeed. I should probably stop trying to pronounce these words that I clearly don't understand what I'm doing with. The Lady Grey tea, though, storied history with that. So it's a nice tea, actually. I've had it myself. That is an epic mealtime burger if I've ever seen one. What in the hell is going on with that burger? There's something seriously sinister about that hamburger. If you look at the side, there's actually like some... And also, put your coffee cup away, dude. I guess he just doesn't want to like spill it because I think it's steaming out of the top. You can see a seam on the edge of the burger, and then there's like a seam on the top. And then all of the edges, like where the giant, massive tomatoes are, and then the burger patty, and then there's like melted cheese, and then there's like a pile of poutine and like eggs, and then there's like running ketchup and hot sauce and a bed of lettuce. It's all like individually laid out or something. And then there's just like an actual cooked pizza in here just laying on the shelf. Oh, and this nasty can of like old dirty worms or something. Look at the frosting effect on the bottom of that shelf, unless the cans are actually just protruding from underneath it. I can't jump to tell if there's depth there. Anyway, that was a fun little jaunt through the refrigerator. You know what would be really cool is if I decided to just stop the episode right now. Be like, yeah guys, this was a really fun simulation of walking around in an office building. Yeah, you know what? If I get trapped, I could probably defend myself from ghosts by just pulling out all of these. Are you still making your Heartbeat in your ears. I don't want that anymore. Go in. I just want to see if there's like a severed hand in one of these drawers or whatever we're going to do. I'm sorry, that's not the right attitude at all. So far, this game has done nothing to make me upset, and yet, aside from the burger. The burger I'm still a little bit iffy about, but I'll get over it. And if you're... Come on, who's the pig that left the milk open? Just fold it closed, come on. I'm hoping to turn this into at least a funny episode, if anything. Can I open the dishwasher, though? Doesn't look like it. Also, look at the angle that I'm holding my coffee cup at. This has to be at least, like, close to 90 degrees to the parallel to the ground, or perpendicular. Parallel? Parallel. Whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Alright, so I got my coffee. I know that's really the main goal here, is I just needed to walk and get the coffee. But I gotta be a tease, because I'm a big jerk. I don't want to make you guys wait and suffer while I look at office equipment and supplies. Can we go in, what was his name, Bob? Bob's office? I want to look at Bob's rotten head. I'm sure we'll get a good glimpse at it later. What's this? Oh, no. Also, that's like really unsafe to just leave your username and password just stuck on your computer monitor like that. He trusts his office fellow employees too much. I see it. What is it? When did I... You didn't type this. Oh, we're sitting. I would close my door so ghosts can't get in. Because ghosts obey the laws of physics at all times. Let's sit. And let's do our little typey thing. I know. Linux box says, please log in. Me. Echelon. Alright. What if I don't want to use this? What if I just want to go into... Word, which seems to be open in the background. He's using a 100-point font of Times New Roman. What on earth is he typing? Is he making a layout for some kind of banner? That's a very large font size. What do I want to do here? I want to change directory? What do I want to change it to? I don't even know what my options are. I need to list directory contents, ls, home. I need to do cd home. No, I'm really bad at this. Do I actually need to put it in brackets like that? I thought it was just cd, and then you just type the directory right after that. Oh no, I think I did it right. Yeah, it says /home. Now I'm in home. ls list. Why am I so bad at this? This is like a puzzle. Echo. Echo, 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 echo. I don't know what I'm doing here. I don't actually want to mess around with this, really. Same thing that happened before. I'm a bad worker. I don't know what I'm doing on my computer. I need Web Design for Dummies books to do my job. Did I open these before? I don't think I did. I actually thought I tried selecting them. I didn't think they would work. Can I open the bottommost one, though? No, that one's a special case. I need that file for the Johnson account. Can I call someone? Can I phone a friend? Can I call Regis? Can I ask the crowd? Aw, I can pick him up. Now, if I remember correctly, he's just a puzzle. When you open it up, it's got a crest in it, which you can then use on the hexagonal crank to defeat the plant monster. I don't know where I'm going with this. Let's go out again, I guess. Oh, here we go. Things are getting actiony now. That is some hardcore thumb-twisting action he's doing. This animation's a little special. What are we doing with the pen, exactly? Can I break into the other... No. I mean, this office seems awfully tame. I have a hard time believing anything bad could ever happen here. Is that door open now that wasn't before? No, it's just the bathroom. I was in there before. So I've decided I have a pen. I am going to write on something. Oh, this was locked before, wasn't it? There's a key in here. There's something in the toilet. Dude, you are a dirty, dirty man. You're reaching into a toilet with reckless abandon. I got Robert's key. It's time to break in. So Robert has been leaving us little presents in the toilet bowl. And apparently, I have nothing better to do with my day. Yeah, that just went up. I have nothing better to do with my day than to go scrounging around in formerly locked restroom stalls, just in case Moaning Myrtle or anything happens to drop by. I've been making a lot of Harry Potter references in my videos lately. I don't know what that's about. Alright, let's check this out. I used this key. I didn't have to do a thing. I like that this hand is just staying out with the thumb going. I hear her knocks on the door. Uh-oh. You know a thing I don't like anymore about horror in general is that there's always stuff written on the walls in blood and or red Sharpie marker. There we go. We got a little light going on. Oh, there's a Ouija board over here. Phone seems to be ringing, but where is the phone? Is it in one of these drawers? I mean, that's the phone, but I know it sounds like that's insane, but the stereo directional is telling me it's coming from over here. I mean, I got the headphones on. It's very clear where the phone is. Not this. Oh, it's my phone. He's calling me in my office. It just went through the wall, that's all. And I guess it's just going to keep ringing indefinitely unless I pick it up. Sufficiently creepy, I'll give him that. Let's continue working on our project here. So we've got Firefox in the top corner there. I actually kind of find it funny that yesterday's game was also a horror game about, you know, some kind of place where people do stuff. You know, people doing their artistic jobs, and we got to look at like some kind of a computer OS, and you know, here we are doing that again. There's some sort of help next to the Firefox icon. I'm not sure what that is in the corner there. It's some sort of a replacement for the start menu, and I don't even know. I guess this is some sort of Linux OS, because this is not really anything. This is like both Windows and Mac in one place with a silly power in the corner. Why is that such a weird thing? Like, that seems to make so much sense to have the shutdown, restart thing right up in the top right corner. Doesn't it? I mean, bottom left seems like okay, fine, but like top right just seems dead on. Anyway, let's not talk about the ergonomics of computer UIs anymore. Let's go do some scary stuff or something. Alright, so back in Bob's office, anything new or fun or... She's coming closer, a ghost or the devil in veil? Okay. Can I just leave? I wonder if I get to go out there at some point. So the entirety of our office is really just this horseshoe-shaped little enclosure here that I mean, we've pretty much memorized it by now, which is kind of a good thing, considering, you know, if we're going to have to run and hide and junk, it's good to know where we can and can't be. I'm a little curious about these papers sitting here on the top of the... Whoa. What just happened there? I guess it just decided I was going to hide for a minute. I wish my guy would put away his weird hand. Yeah, that seems much less plausible when those drawers are out. So when I hear my heart beating, is that me saying to myself, oh my goodness, something scary is happening? Because nothing is really happening. Is the burger still there? Yeah, it is. Alright, how do I know where I'm supposed to go now? There doesn't really seem to be a clue. I'd like to get out of this little room or this area. I'd like to check out some of the other parts of this floor. It looks like, though, I'm going to guess, and this is just a guess, looking at it based on like the amount of detail that's out there, we're not going out there at all. Also, there seems to be a door that opens up to nothing. If you look very carefully in our corner there, or the center now, if you opened that door, it looks like you would just fall to your death off of this floor. So I guess maybe it's for our own protection that we can't go over there. But you never know, there could be steps going down from it that we just can't see. Go back in the meeting room. Is there anything worth seeing now here? Okay, now we've got a little bit of activity. Somebody doesn't want to be in the meeting today. I guess it would be me. Let's go over here. So I'll tell you, the big thing that this game is doing, I think, pretty right, is the fact that it's a slow build. It's not just throwing crazy crap at me to the level that yesterday's paranormal game was. I still think it might be a little bit on the corny side, maybe, but not nearly in the same level. But, you know, different experience, so it's not like I can really hold the two directly compatible with each other. But I think I like the setup for this one a lot better. And I know you're probably saying, like, why do you even play horror games if you're just going to be all, you know, negative and pessimistic and ignore part of the game? Well, you know, it's just my perspective. I do enjoy these types of games quite a bit, actually. Which is why I might be so critical about... Whoa, that actually scared me. I walked in here before, I guess I didn't turn around. But yeah, it's just because I love these games so much, or I love the idea of horror done well, that I want to hold it to a slightly higher standard than I think is often the case. So, you know, if it's done right, don't worry about it. I will give it the accolades that it deserves, you know, for whatever that's worth, considering I'm not making any kind of declarations about, you know, objective statements about these games. These are just my opinions, and you are completely free to disagree with me, agree with me, or any level in between. So there was some kind of weird sound when I walked out of the office there. It made some kind of grinding, scraping sound. Yeah, now it's making door sounds when I'm not touching them, I believe. The heart beating sound is getting louder. Although it seems very inconsistent. It's a strange thing, though, that it seems that we are spending so much time walking back and forth on this floor. Can't we just put his hand away, though? I really don't want to see that anymore. Supposed to go right on something? I said that already. Worth noting, too, that there are so few people on this mail slot thing. Looks like that name down there is crossed out, or like smeared at the very least. And there's just Linus J and Pontus M. And this one looks like it's faded, so it might be very old or fallen off. Maybe there's old tape underneath it. Anything else going on here I should really be aware of? Okay, we've got a falling chair from the ceiling. Slow build, telling you. Is that an indication that I should check out this bathroom for the 5th time? Or whatever, maybe 3rd time? Got any more presents for me? Anything? I should note that the frame rate has taken an occasional hit here. Not sure if it's just because of recording, though. It may be. It's often the case. And if this is indeed based off of Unity, likelihood is fairly low that it's just the game being inherently weird. Unity games seem to be generally very stable, with the exception of, like I said, the other time Receiver has a little bit of trouble or chugs a bit. Not sure why I'm looking in these drawers still. I really like to get a move on now. Only so much I can walk through these same few areas before you're going to start to lose me. What I was really hoping would happen is this would start out walking us back and forth a couple of times, and very quickly we would end up, you know, on a different floor or a more expansive environment. But then again, I'm looking at the detail and saying, wow, well, this would be very ambitious to expect them to model all kinds of different office environments to this level. So they picked something and ran with it, kept it fairly restrictive. I don't know, what is up with your radio? It doesn't appear to be doing much. I might have the sound down too far. Maybe it's making silly tuning sounds or something. I don't know. Who was it? Was it the android? Hide. That doesn't work. I keep hitting hide and it's just not doing... Oh, there we go. Yeah, look at me go. Arm right through the wall. If this was still going on in development, I would say priority, like, roughly around number 1 would be working on that animation, because it's just a little silly. This L-shaped movement from standing to under a desk. Okay, guys, what did I need to trigger that I haven't triggered yet? Do I need to go back in Bob's office again and be scared of the whiteboard? So this is starting to run on a little bit. Check out the Ouija board, light a candle, put an air freshener, I don't know, turn this back off. Am I supposed to be using this like a hint? Because I did hear knocks on the door before, I believe, coming from here. Doesn't seem particularly interested with opening anything. I'm sure I will eventually trigger what it needs to proceed here. I'm not logging in again. Don't give me that. Oh, there we go. I hadn't walked back in the kitchen, I guess. Stuff's happening. Oh, there is a bright red balloon in the office meeting room. I guess better red than black? Maybe. Please walk faster, sir. It's not glowing once I come in here. Oh, no, it wasn't glowing before either. It was just looking that way from the light reflecting off of it. Wow, okay, jump scare there. That actually took me a little off guard. I don't know what I was expecting, but everything's just been so mundane for the most part, with the exception of a couple jumping chairs. Alright, so the balloon has set the new high water mark. We do jump scares now. And where does that put us in terms of progression? Anywhere? I really don't want to keep walking into all these rooms. You know, for a short horror experience, this is coming across as being awfully long. I'm pretty sure that, like, the final showdown's going to end up being like this ghost or whatever just makes its way down this hallway and we're just supposed to get around it. Oh, hello. That is quite an effect, actually. Not sure what to do about that. Except for hide. Not log in. Go under. You won't go under. There we go. There. I'm safer than anyone has ever been. Because I am under this desk. I'm expecting something bad to happen any moment, because that is really wigged out. And we hit the reset switch. Apparently we can see again. Man, I hate when that happens. I think that's like prerequisite to getting a migraine. Looks a little bit like that. Only more flashing colors, perhaps. So I'm not sure. Maybe I'll have to put a seizure warning on this video. Don't want to give anybody unnecessary troubles here. What's on the ground over there? Is that just the power strip again? Yeah, I just saw that red. Seems like it's all about this couple of rooms. We got this office meeting room, got the bathroom, stuff happens in there, and we got the kitchen, and then everything else is kind of just incidental, aside from maybe the alternate office, you know, adjacent to mine. Yeah, now they can be closed, so they're nice and scary. I'm betting this is going to trigger something. No? It's triggering that sign on the wall to kind of wig out a little bit. You know, I would honestly still prefer this speed of intensity, like, versus the other game. Let it build. Make it atmospheric. I mean, look at all the atmosphere you get just from casting a light on this simple plant. That's the kind of thing you gotta emphasize. Also, offices can just be inherently pretty creepy. Anybody who's ever played Fear would attest to that, perhaps. Especially when the offices are just filling up with blood. That helps a lot. Well, I guess I just want to finish my work on my project now. Now that my vision was turned into static. Yeah, see, I'm working on one of those plants too. What's going on? Something happening? Just heard a lot of weird clicking sounds. I can't really tell. So at this point in the video, I would have to comment on the fact that, like, this game's pretty good, but, like, there's so little to interact with aside from, like, that actually does anything, aside from just these, I guess, cosmetic details. And it's not that I don't value those, I really do. I think they actually make the game a lot more interesting. But just a little bit that you could play with, like some physics-powered objects or something, would go a long way in making this much more interesting or immersive. And perhaps a slightly larger venue for this all to take place in. I'm so positive that eventually this stuff is going to turn into, like, ashes or maggot-covered stuff, or I don't know what. Something like that. Heartbeat sound. Things are getting tense. You're just waiting for me to turn around, aren't you? It's not... You're not doing it. How many times can one man walk up and down this corridor? It's getting old. Hang in there, Kitty tells me to hang in there. You really want me to go back in here again? You know what was a bad idea? Is making the door open this way. There's no door here. Make the door open on this hinge. You know? You put a table here, make this really awkward little alcove. Maybe it's just there to trip people up, I don't know. Probably gonna work though. Can I use this phone? Nope. Can't use that laptop. Projector. At least they put the screen there, because that would have been super lame if they put the projector but nothing to project things on other than a glass pane. The heartbeat is getting crazy fast. And I have no idea why, because there's nothing going on that I can see. Am I just supposed to avoid places that do that? I hate to say it, but I'm getting kind of bored. I mean, I probably have to deal with the computer. That's probably the thing that's stopping me. I can't really tell, though. But if the crux of your game is you have to do a bunch of stuff in DOS, then, like, I don't want to play. Sorry. And I know that's a really stupid thing to say because, like, DOSBox and everything. Like, I don't mind actually using DOS to get into games, but, like, I don't think DOS is a really good gameplay convention, you know, in itself. Nothing against classic games. I'm not trying to say that. Don't hear me wrong. Also, at what point did my pen hand go away? Oh, just slammed. I heard a door. Was that recently that happened? This is really dragging on too long. Maybe the problem is all the doors are open, so she can't knock on any of the doors. Like, maybe I was supposed to close some of these over again? Where's the door on this room? There is no door. That's strange. Whatever. If closed doors are your thing, I'll try that. I really just want to get to some kind of a payoff here. Closing all the doors, because that's what I can think to do. This has no door. Okay, what if we go in this room in the dark with the door closed? Is that... Check my drawer. Yeah, I can tell it's a note. Check the back. The back has nothing on it. It's an evil, invisible note. That's scarier. Put the note away, please. The light is your friend. Doesn't sound like it. /r/let's play. Oh, I got a flashlight, and it's rotating like Resident Evil style. I love it. No batteries. So where do I find batteries? I guess I gotta look for those. How did I not see that? Did I really not stand in that room with the light off? Things are getting crazy in here. Oh god. Radio, no. I can't move. I don't like all these weird little gross hairs all over the screen. Alright, who keeps the batteries in this office? They've got to be in one of these junk rooms. Oh god! Seriously? That actually was scary. That was not contrived. That was my actual reaction. And now I want to go hide. It's not going to go away, though, is it? Well, that gives us a thing to talk about because... Oh, it stopped the music. The nature of a scary thing that is hard to describe, like in an abstract sense, a scary thing that you can't understand, you can't conquer. And a thing you don't understand that is permanently entrenched in a place definitely instills a different kind of fear than a thing that you understand what its goals or motivations are. So in this case, we've got some sort of demon woman standing at the end of a hallway who looked pretty legitimately freaking creepy, and who is now gone. I prefer the fact that she stayed at the end of the hall instead of try to chase me or do something like that. It's way scarier when she actually just stands there. I'm going to assume batteries would be in the supply closet. Now that I know the space like the back of my freaking hand. And this would be the moment where she could freaking make me jump. There are no batteries in here, unfortunately. The only other place I'd think that batteries might be, because I can see through here, they might be, there's that little room with no door on the far left, and yet I'm going into the kitchen. I don't think there were any batteries in here. Oh, did I check there's that little cubby on the left as well? I didn't really look for all the drawers. Oh, that's another thing. Yeah, so that idea of being able to open all these drawers and cabinets, I mean, it's cool, but at the same time, if you're going to make me hunt for stuff, it's annoying. I don't even know what I'm going to do with the flashlight once I have batteries in it. I mean, everything is lit up unless it's not going to be later. I hope you guys are happy that I decided to oh, jeez. Now I know. Creepy hair on my screen means get GTFO. There is not any source of batteries around here. That music... Oh god, there's faces on the screens. Why is this even happening? I'm guessing this is what happened to the guy next door in the other office, and he didn't make it. I'm wondering if I'm going to have the same problem. I keep checking that same spot. Music. They actually happened to find some creepy music too, which is really a rare feat. It's got to be the right blend of actually, like, confusingly mysterious and, like, can be confused with something else. Like, there's got to be some sort of subtext or story behind why the music sounds creepy, and you have to be able to sort of intuit that out of nothing, and I feel like in this case it was successful. I would like for this noise to go away, though. I'd be very sad if the batteries were just here the whole time and I just didn't see them. Pretty sure I checked all these drawers. The heartbeat sound is getting faster. If that demon woman shows up, like, right at my door behind me, I'm gonna be very upset. There is not a single battery anywhere here. Just make the noise go away, that's all I want. Hey, I can open that from down here. Do I get a bonus prize? And so we wait? What am I supposed to do with this? Okay, it's done. I'm not even sure what the problem is, like, that's happening that causes me to need to hide. I'll tell you, though, I definitely feel tension in this case. And I'm not saying that out of any kind of obligation. Just being honest. My will to want to stop this because it's uncomfortable is actually substantial. And that is not something that I often say. And once you get that feeling of somewhat of a dread that you want to disconnect from the thing that you're in, you start to feel like you're pushing yourself to do it, which actually increases the amount of adrenaline that you get when anything happens that you don't want. Are there really not batteries? I mean, I think I've checked, like, almost every single drawer again. Oh, there's a freaking battery. Of course it would be there. It's just one, though. I'm gonna need, like, 5. I've ever seen a flashlight before. Alright, cool. I got the battery. Now what? How do I use the flashlight? Is this going to be a scripted event? Is it just going to use itself? Because I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing. I've gotten the thing I need. Oh god. Heartbeat, stop making this sound like that. I'm talking to my heartbeat. It's a strange thing to do. I believe the source of that is right here. There it is. Oh god. Is it actually moving? It doesn't seem to be doing anything. What if I just walk up to it? Seriously? There it goes. Maybe I was supposed to do that last time and I missed the event. We're like digging in now. Please let this work. Okay, cool. She'll never find me under here. This is like the extent of everything I can do about this problem, so I trust that there is nothing better that I could do. Just wait. I got the battery. Can she not navigate around that corner? I was hoping for some sort of a confirmation saying, you know, hey, you did a good job, you're safe now, or something. Sounds like she's flipping switches in the room next door or something. The noise keeps getting worse. I think possibly that swirly effect might come back. Maybe. Maybe not. The noise is not going away, though. I'm gonna have to go out there, aren't I? I like to be absolutely safe, if possible. She's gonna be, like, standing in there, isn't she? Oh, jeez. I don't know what to do about this, man. Oh, it just ended. That actually really scared me when it ended. The amount of time we've now invested in this, it's like I can't just stop. I also just don't want to die either, whatever happens. That looks like a band-aid. You know, it's really necessary to settle into your character and let this all grow in an organic way. Although I don't think that this is necessarily growing in an organic way, but it is forcing us to spend time in this space. Like a substantial amount of it, actually. And I don't know what else to do. I got the flashlight. There doesn't seem to be anything else for me to touch or talk to. Am I supposed to go back in the dude's office again? Must have walked down this hallway like 20 times now. I'd like it if the structure for progression was a little bit better mapped out. Still can't do anything with that. Oh, how am I supposed to log in for him? Maybe that's what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, Jesus, here we go. Go under the desk. Don't even mess around. This is like a terrible hiding place. What are you even doing? Oh, I found another battery. It's all covered in dust filter, though. Yeah, okay. No, put it... Go back under. What are you doing? She's gonna show up. It's really hard to make that hide thing appear, it seems. Freaking figures that I would have this ridiculous radio playing this garbage. just to scare me. Okay, I gotta not hide under this desk anymore. To face our fears, confront the problem, and hope I have enough. Oh my god! Oh man, seriously. Seriously. Why does it say game over, man? What just happened? Seriously, what just happened? I'm so confused. I don't want to play scary games like this. It's like not. This feels like difficult to push my brain to want to keep going through this. Yeah, because this is the room I want to spend time in, right? How many more batteries do I need to find? Am I just supposed to keep ducking under weird angled desk areas until I find all the batteries? Checking things out at new angles. I don't even know how I found that last one. It was just completely random. My cursor happened to go over it. Alright, go out. I know it's spacebar, yet I just keep not pressing that. Go under here. Seriously, come on. The fact that I can't consistently hide, that's the thing that's also driving me crazy, because, like, I don't feel like if I got killed or whatever by this ghost thing, it would probably not be my fault, because I just can't make the little hide dialogue thing appear. She doesn't seem to do a whole lot when I'm not trying to walk out and chase her, though. Where is she gonna be this time? Can I just, like, shut the door in her face? I'm gonna get another jump scare moment any second now, I know it. I don't know where I'm trying to go, which actually makes it worse. I don't even know the places I can hide. My goodness, could it be much more noisy? Also, why did it say game over, man? Like, what was the deal with that? Battery stuck up under this desk somewhere? I don't want the noise anymore, please. Hide a battery in the water? I don't think so. Have I hidden under all the desks yet? I feel like I've come pretty close. I haven't turned this light off, though. I don't think. I really just want to get this. Come on with the battery. Just tell me where I need to go. What I need to do. It's like very well lit inside of this cabinet. We've built things up to this point, like, there's no going back at this point. We're gonna... Come on. Gotta finish this out. Can I even go under the desk there? I don't think I can. It says something about hiding in corners, too. I don't think I've found any corners that will allow me to hide in them. Oh, I can. Yeah, this is a really good hiding place. Nobody will ever see me here. Anything under the desk worth noting? Nope. There's nothing at all. Not even a thing that's trying to get me either. I'm sure that's coming, though. Sense of dread achieved. She had the battery under the fruit. Can I just leave? Why do you have to lock me in here? Alright, we gotta man up here and just take what we can. Can we go back in the bathroom? Is there any point? This is the moment here. We're going to be face to face. No. Nothing in the toilets. I'm telling you, if the reason I get killed is because I can't navigate around one of these freaking doors, we're gonna have words. And they're gonna have 4 letters. Noise filter, I've had enough of you. I banish thee. Oh, she was right standing there in that room. She's not going to come out though, right? Because she doesn't seem to do that very much. I think I just happened to not look in her direction enough to cause the jump scare moment, so I guess I got to go back and trigger that. Or we'll never move on. Yeah, I see you now. It's all about those bright colored hair locks. I know. Under the desk with you. Or everything's cool. Right? Everything's cool now. Did you leave a battery for me in here, lady? I'm starting to get over being scared of her now because we've just been running in circles for so long. I didn't even see cabinets down there. Were they there before? Can't duck. Can't seem to reach them. Alright. Can't go under this desk either. Can go under this one. Probably doesn't help though. Whatever it is that I'm supposed to do at this point, it needs to be revealed to me. I'm aware that light is my friend, which is why I'm turning it off. In the hopes to do whatever I can to move this forward. It's not doing anything though. Alright, well, I don't know. I can't really progress or something. We just keep going in this loop. I feel like this is going to be horribly anticlimactic, but, like, I don't really know what it is that I'm missing here. I feel like I've done just about everything in my power to progress. I don't know where the evil ghost lady is going to be this time. I guess I'll just go find her and run into her or something if it lets me. Maybe that's the secret. Face your fears, run into her, and then you win. I can only take this for so long. I don't even know what you want. Are you too dumb to actually follow me? You're just gonna stand there? Oh. That's what happens. She can't seem to walk very fast or something. Alright, well, I guess we'll just wrap up the episode at this point, because I really don't know what else to do, aside from just get killed. I mean, honestly, that's probably what you want to see at this point. I mean, you waited this long, you want to see some kind of ending. It would be awfully lame to just end it on absolutely nothing. So, we exploited the AI, we did what we could, we had an incredibly long walk through this office hundreds of times. Oh look, this is actually dripping now. Was that dripping before? So I'll just open lots of stuff, and we'll wrap up this super crazy long episode. So see, I can have some sort of an emotional attachment to a horror game, and have it not be faked at all. not my thing, but at the same time, it was kind of fun anyway. I really just want freaking batteries. So, yeah, I know you've had enough coffee. You also don't seem to be very worried about what just happened this whole time. Here we go. Yeah, I was just going to say, I'll end this episode, we'll walk into her, we'll see what happens. And we will try and pick games that we can actually come to some sort of a conclusion on. I don't think this is a bad game. I think it's pretty good. I think it just needs a little bit of help in the direction department, because there seems to be an awful lot of time spent wandering aimlessly, and I'm not really cool with that, unless that's part of the gameplay, is to wander aimlessly, and in this case I feel like it's not supposed to be. Is she going to be in my office? Yeah, she is. I can see her through the wall. Alright, here we go, guys. I hope this doesn't boot us out to the desktop. Game over, man. So did it... What? I'm still alive? I don't know what that means. My viewpoint just got really small. Well, that's a shame. I don't know how you beat one late night. Somebody out there knows. Somebody out there needs to let me know in the comments. So I hope you made it through this extra crazy long episode. And if you didn't, I understand. But if you didn't, then you're not here hearing me say that, so I guess it doesn't really matter. But thank you as always for watching. Quick plugs, website, www.indie-impressions.com. Visit it. Facebook, facebook.com/indieimpressions. Leave a like if you can. I appreciate it. And Twitter, @RockLeeSmile. Send me a message. I want to talk to you. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a lovely night. And please don't let this haunt your dreams. It might actually end up being a recurring thought for me a little bit later. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a lovely night, and I will be back with another episode later. Okay. Bye-bye.